What is up, guys? Mega Matt here with another pickups video for the month of October. And I actually found some stuff this month, despite of the last month. I did not pick up anything. It's kind of started a new job, and my hours have been a little crazy. Like as of now, we're in the middle of the night, about 1:30 in the morning. So yeah, my schedule is a little different, so I'm not able to get out as much to go hunting. So, but first off, there was a local convention that went on. I believe this is the second year they had it, or I believe so. They tried to put it on. Uh, they had it before, and then they tried to put it on again, but the pandemic happened. So then this was like the second year of it. But very very small venue. One of the guys that puts it on, I went to high school with, so I kind of know him. But there was like 10, 15 vendors. So not too crazy, but some of the vendors were at previous conventions that I've been to. Like there was a few from Mo Game Con, there was a few from Midwest Gaming Classic that I recognized. Um, so I found a couple things from one of the vendors. This was kind of a impromptu buy. I just happened to be browsing and I saw it and I didn't even know this game existed, and I kind of liked the brand, so I decided to pick it up. So, but yeah, for original PlayStation, we got Hooters Road Trip. Um, I know absolutely nothing about this game. Do any of you guys know anything about it? Is it good? Is it terrible? Was it worth it? I don't know. I haven't plugged it in yet and played it, but I do enjoy Hooters chicken wings, and I'm not lying when I say that. Um, people think Hooters is just because of the name, because you go for the view or whatever, but they actually do have really good chicken wings. I like them better than like Buffalo Wild Wings. Um, but anyway, side note. This was also at the same booth that I picked up, so I bundled them. This is kind of an uncommon GameCube game that you don't see too often. It's not that expensive, but it's just kind of hard to come by. But this is Space Raiders, and it's actually from the people that made Space Invaders. So it's kind of like a 3D run and gun shooter that's kind of like Space Invaders, but with like characters and stuff. So kind of neat. I've been wanting to pick this up, but it's just like I said, it's not expensive. It's just kind of hard to come by. Um, so I believe I paid what did I pay for both of those games? $22 or something like that. So nothing crazy. Um, Next off, this game, who I've been playing a ton of, really good game, just came out for the Switch. Um, if you're a Mario fan, you're gonna love. I'd say you'd love this game. There are some different elements to it, but it's overall this game is really really fun. If you haven't figured it out, Super Mario Wonder, yeah, definitely, really fun game. A lot of different power ups, and then you get what's called the Wonder Flower. One thing I notice about it though is when you do get the Wonder Flower, everything changes and like the world changes, and it's almost like you're on a high. Like I think they should have, if it wasn't kid friendly, it should be called like I said, like Mario on mushrooms, because that's kind of what it seems like when you get the Wonder Flower, because everything just turns all trippy and everything. But that's my opinion. But overall, it's a Mario game. So if you love Mario, you like Mario games, you're gonna like that game. So it's very very fun. Um, but anyway, moving on. Uh, this was interesting. So a buddy of mine ended up going to Japan for a month, and just for vacation purposes. I asked him if he was going to go to any game stores or anything, and he said he wasn't sure. Um, but I didn't even ask him to bring anything back with him, game wise, because he was into gaming quite a while ago, but then he kind of got out of it. He does like Steam now, nothing too crazy, but yeah, I ended up going over there to his house when he came back, and he bought me a game, which I thought was really awesome. And I've been wanting to collect these, but try to get them maybe complete in box because they're a lot cheaper complete in box in Japan than they are over here in the States. Um, and I kind of just want to maybe see if the game's any different, which I doubt it is. But he got me a copy of Rockman 2 for the Famicom. So that is awesome. I was not expecting that. Um, so yeah, he went to a store I believe is called Super Potato. Um, there's a ton of video game stores in Japan. I would love to go to Japan one day and just I mean, it's on my bucket list, so hopefully one day I will get there. But yeah, I kind of want to start collecting the Rock Band games complete in box since I have all of the uh, American Mega Man games. Um, what do you guys think? You think that's a good idea, bad idea? I don't know. But anyway, um, moving on. Game store pickups. I actually did find some stuff at my game store. This was well, let's see. I don't even remember. I was just in there on a whim, I think, and this was actually a really it's funny that it's a like a Halloween themed game, which is kind of funny. It's a shoot 'em up, kind of like, or not a shoot 'em up, like a run and gun per se. Really fun. I heard about this game a while ago, I believe, from I can't remember what YouTuber I was watching, but it was kind of like underrated games, or not talked about games, or as Metal Jesus calls them, hidden gems. So it's just funny that I happened to find this. It was, I think, a day before Halloween or 2 days before Halloween, but Backyard Blast for the Nintendo DS, Swine of the Night. So it's definitely fun. You're like a pig that has like a whip and a gun, and I don't know why my camera does not want to focus, but it's kind of like, it's almost like Castlevania type game too. So it's kind of like one of those Castlevania games, but definitely fun, like cartoony, like funny DS game. And it's just funny that I happened to find this before Halloween because this actually takes place on Halloween, so it's kind of funny. Um, but then the other game I found, which my game store was doing a red tag event, which is where they take games that pretty much haven't sold or they have a ton of copies of, and they mark them down. They put them on clearance. I think it's like 50% off. I don't know if it was 50% off or maybe a little more than that. It just depends on which game you got. But they had this one, and I noticed they've had this game for a while, and I was kind of shocked to see it at the red tag thing. But I got a Gun Con a couple of months ago from that was not able to test because it's for PlayStation 2, and I don't have any PlayStation 2 Gun Con games, but found Time Crisis 3 at my local game store for half the price. I believe they had it marked at, oh, actually I have the receipt in here. So they had it marked at 25, 30, and I got it for like 12 bucks. So for $12, now I can finally test that Gun Con to see if it works. And you can't go wrong with Time Crisis. Great games. I love Time Crisis, the series. I love the arcade and everything. So pretty happy to pick that up. And then the last pickup of the video is probably the best pickup. Just saw this listed on Marketplace. Was not sure if I wanted it or not. I just kind of flashed it. I think you guys probably saw it already. So apparently there was it was like a older couple that had this, and they said their son whatever moved out or moved out a long time ago and they were just going through stuff and they found this. I asked if they had more stuff, which they said they would get back to me if they found anything else. I have not heard anything yet, but uh, yeah. So this is brand new, still sealed. I just like the box art on it. The art on this is really cool for the time period. Um, but brand new, still in the shrink wrap. A Super Nintendo controller. I mean, it's even got a hang tab on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I really love like it's kind of like the Mario RPG graphics. So like you got Mario, you got Yoshi, you got Donkey Kong on this side, and then you've got Princess Peach on this side and Bowser on the other side. So that's really cool. Mario's on the top. I just like how this box looks. That's kind of like why I kind of wanted it. I didn't really have to have it sealed, but you know, it was what was it? This was like 100. I think they wanted $100 for it, and I got it for 80. I ended up talking them down to $80. So $80 for brand new, steel sealed Super Nintendo controllers. Very cool. Very happy to have that for the collection. Um, but that's it, guys. That's all I got for October. Uh, Hopefully, we will see what November brings. Like I said, my schedule is kind of, I'm doing third shift now for the time being. That should change soon. Well, I shouldn't say soon, next year. But yeah, we'll see what I can find. And anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, take care.